Well, I'm in a thick piece of traffic here, having circumnavigated Atlanta, having now come to this point where I'm south of Atlanta on I-75. I don't know what the hell they're doing to this road, but there's always a lot of traffic around here on my way to my eventual destination in Savannah. And I thought this would be a good time to record a video about a subject that is something that I wanted to point out, something that is interesting to me, that is worth noting, that I don't think others have noted as far as I am aware. And I try to fill in the gaps where I can and point out things that maybe others aren't pointing out. And this is something that's definitely new in particularly the last couple of years. Why all of a sudden are homeopaths, believers in natural medicine, owners of health food stores, why all of a sudden are people like that being called far right? Isn't that kind of a pretty dramatic change, dramatic shift in labeling? I mean, as recently as like maybe 3 years ago, you would look at these kind of people and you say, oh, these are just a bunch of hippies. These are hippies. These are, I don't know, they're into health food, and herbs and that kind of thing, and they eschew, harsh antibiotics, and they eschew, the kind of stuff that you get from your regular doctor's office. People like that would never have been called right wing or far right. But now suddenly you are far right. You're alt-right if you're not down with Rockefeller medicine, if you're not down with, well, I mean, it all boils down to one thing, and that's the Baj, the jab, spelled backwards. I keep having to explain that. Maybe I should just drop that label. I don't know. But I mean, it sort of goes hand in hand with a lot of other the effort to label people who would never have been labeled far right. It's not right wing anymore. It's always far right. It's either alt-right or far right. One of those two. Those are the chosen slurs. And like I was saying recently in a video, if you have a political party that is, you can have a party that's liberal in every way imaginable, but is in favor of immigration restriction, and that party will be labeled far right for not wanting an unlimited amount of immigration. They also get called anti-immigrant parties, which is a slur. Not wanting immigration isn't saying we hate immigrants. It's saying we want to preserve our culture as it is, or we don't. It's not good for the environment. It's not good for business. It's not good for wages. For there to be unlimited immigration. It's not saying immigrants are bad. It's not saying we hate immigrants, but of course they get called anti-immigrant, or the anti-immigrant party. The far right anti-immigrant party. But now, so that's one thing. So you have people like Morrissey, who's gay and a vegan, and and he's labeled far right now because he's not in favor of unrestricted immigration. He wants to preserve what there is left of traditional British culture. But for me, it's even weirder. It's even weirder. A weirder sleight of hand. It's all sleight of hand. It's all rhetorical mischief. It's all dishonest, efforts to cook up these labels and dishonestly sling rhetoric that is designed to make certain groups be ostracized, or it's sort of meant to be an indication or a dog whistle. I usually hate to use that word, dog whistle, but I think it applies here in this case. It's saying that a group is far right. That's a dog whistle for avoid them, for it will not go well with you if you are friendly to them. It will not go well with you if you support them, or if you see their point in any way, or even if you want to have a conversation with them and see where they're coming from. It will not go well with you. These people are radioactive because they are far right. But it's even weirder. It's even more bizarre. All in the name of the vax. Let's just put it flatly out there. To say if you're against it, you're a far right, alt-right, racist. I don't know, whatever. There's no relation to any of that. In fact, people who are, pro homeopathy, people who are pro natural medicine, who like to take herbal supplements, and all that kind of thing, for all of my life, for as long as I can remember, these have been crazy hippies, liberals, these crazy liberal hippies. It's been a liberal thing to not trust institutional medicine, but now they're trying to do this flip. They're trying to flip it around and say, if you don't trust what we're selling you from on high in big pharma or big big health, big hospital, whatever it is, if you don't trust what we're telling you at the CDC, then you're a far right extremist. It just doesn't work. It doesn't jibe with anything. There's no continuity to it. That they are trying to take this tack with anyone who is resistant to the zine vax. Whereas again, the type of person, the profile that fits that type of person is not, what you would think of as far right. It's certainly not anything. It doesn't bear any resemblance to what would have been called far right even like 10 years ago. There's no resemblance to the like red state America, watch football every Sunday and stand up for the flag and that kind of thing. All the kind of this kind of stereotypes that they were playing with during the Bush years, those have all gone. I don't know where they've gone. And now it's okay to be pro-war. It's good to be pro-war. You know, if you're not pro-war, then you're a far-right extremist. You know, if you're not supporting the neoliberal efforts to destabilize the Middle East, you are a far-right extremist. If you're not supporting the efforts of the military-industrial complex to overthrow legitimately elected leaders and install puppet dictators, then you're far right. This is so. It's the opposite. It's the very opposite of where things stood just a short time ago. It's amazing what they're trying to do, how they're trying. There's never been a propaganda push like this before that I can remember in my lifetime. It's never been this focused. It's never been this intense. It's never been this relentless. There's never been this degree of censorship before. And the tactics that they're using, you know, to say anyone who's against lockdowns is far right. Anyone who's against mask mandates is far right. You know, anyone who believes anything bad is far right. And bad, what they say is bad. You know, it is, and now if you're into homeopathic natural medicine, and you don't believe in these big pharma campaigns, then you don't believe in GMOs and all that kind of stuff, then you're far right. It's just something you have to take notice of, because I've not seen anything like this before. Once you step away from, you know, the contemporary scene and you look at the broader picture, you think to yourself, this is so strange. Who would have thought 10 years ago that being against, you know, that being in favor of a person pursuing his own destiny as far as what he wishes to do with himself when it comes to what he wants, what he should be putting into his body, and you know, making his own decisions about what's good for him and what's not good for him, and whether things like forcing antibiotics on people, forcing people to eat GMO food, what have you. Now the scene vax as well. All of these things, which, you know, used to be associated with liberal, you know, left-leaning liberal hippies, you know, who were scorned by the typical right-leaning, you know, gun-toting Republican voter. Now they are scorned, and they've become placed outside of the range of contemporary discourse, and they've been rendered rhetorical non-persons, and they've been labeled far right, which is so ridiculous. Anytime you hear the term far right, your ears should perk up, and you should be aware that if the person is actually using that phrase far right without irony, that you're being sold a bill of goods. That's what I would say. What do y'all think?